Tonight we explore the myth of the dragon. Let these stories from the past carry you gently into peaceful sleep in the soft glow of twilight. As the world outside begins to quiet down, we embark on a journey into the realm of ancient myths and legends, where dragons weave through the tapestry of human imagination. Across the globe, from the misty hills of ancient China to the rugged landscapes of medieval Europe, dragons have captured the hearts and minds of countless generations. These mythical creatures, often depicted as majestic and powerful, have left an indelible mark on the stories and cultures of the world. Dragons, in their myriad forms, have long been a source of fascination and wonder. Their presence in folklore and mythology is as varied as the cultures that have embraced them. In the East, dragons are often revered as benevolent and wise, symbols of strength and good fortune. The Chinese dragon, for instance, is a creature of great importance, deeply intertwined with the culture's history and identity. Unlike the fire-breathing beasts of Western lore, the Chinese dragon is a symbol of power, strength, and protection. It is said to bring rain to parched lands and is often associated with the emperor, believed to be the dragon's earthly representative. In contrast, the dragons of Western mythology are often portrayed as fearsome creatures, guardians of treasures, or formidable adversaries to be conquered by brave knights. These dragons, with their fiery breath and impenetrable scales, have become iconic figures in tales of heroism and adventure. The image of St. George slaying the dragon is one such enduring legend, symbolizing the triumph of good over evil. Yet, even in their fearsome guise, Western dragons are not without their allure. They are creatures of mystery and magic, their stories echoing through the annals of history. The universal appeal of dragons lies in their ability to transcend cultural boundaries. From the feathered serpent Quetzalcoatl of Mesoamerican mythology to the water-dwelling lung of Chinese lore, dragons have taken on many forms and meanings. They are often seen as bridges between worlds, creatures that dwell in the liminal spaces between earth and sky, between the known and the unknown. This duality is part of their charm, inviting us to explore the depths of our own imaginations. As we delve deeper into the world of dragon myths, we find that these legendary creatures often serve as symbols of natural forces. In many cultures, dragons are associated with the elements: earth, air, fire, and water, reflecting humanity's deep connection with the natural world. The Norse dragon Jormungandr, for example, encircles the earth with its massive body, embodying the cyclical nature of life and the sea's vastness. Similarly, the Hindu myth of Vritra, a dragon-like serpent, represents drought and chaos, ultimately vanquished by the god Indra to restore balance and bring rain to the land. These stories, while rooted in ancient traditions, continue to resonate with us today. They speak to our enduring fascination with the unknown, our desire to understand the mysteries of the universe. Dragons, with their otherworldly presence, invite us to dream, to imagine worlds beyond our own, where magic and wonder reign supreme. As we prepare to drift into a peaceful slumber, let us carry with us the gentle whispers of dragons. These mythical creatures, with their rich histories and cultural significance, offer a soothing exploration of the human spirit's boundless creativity. Through their stories, we are reminded of the power of imagination and the beauty of the myths that have shaped our world. In the quiet moments before sleep, as we close our eyes and surrender to the embrace of night, the dragons of legend stand watch over our dreams. They guide us through realms of fantasy and wonder, where the lines between reality and myth blur, and the impossible becomes possible. As we journey through the night, let us hold on to the magic of these ancient tales, knowing that with each new dawn, the stories of dragons will continue to inspire and enchant us. With the promise of more adventures to come, we leave behind the world of dragons for now, knowing that their stories will be waiting for us when we return. As we transition into a broader exploration of dragon myths and their historical context, we invite you to join us in discovering the rich tapestry of legends that have shaped human history. From the fire-breathing beasts of medieval Europe to the benevolent guardians of the East, the world of dragons is vast and full of wonder, offering endless possibilities for exploration and discovery. Dragons through time, an overview long before the written word. When stories were passed down through whispers and fireside tales, the myth of the dragon began to take shape. These legendary creatures, with their formidable scales and fiery breath, have captured the imagination of countless cultures across the world. As we drift into the realm of dreams, let us gently explore the evolution of dragon myths, tracing their journey from ancient times to the medieval period, when they became enduring symbols of power and mystery. In the ancient world, dragons were often depicted as mighty serpents, their forms slithering through the sands of time. In Mesopotamia, one of the earliest civilizations, the dragon appeared in the form of Tiamat, a primordial sea goddess who embodied chaos and creation. According to Babylonian myth, Tiamat was defeated by the storm god Marduk, who split her body to form the heavens and the earth. This tale, etched in ancient tablets, highlights the dual nature of dragons as both destructive and life-giving forces. Moving westward, the Greeks and Romans wove dragons into their rich tapestry of myths. In Greek mythology, the dragon Ladon guarded the golden apples of the Hesperides, a task that required both strength and cunning. Meanwhile, in Roman lore, the dragon was often seen as a guardian of treasures, a motif that would echo through the ages. These stories not only entertained, but also served as allegories for human struggles and triumphs, with dragons symbolizing obstacles to be overcome. As we journey further into the past, we find ourselves in the land of the Norse where dragons were fearsome creatures of the sagas. The dragon Fafnir, once a dwarf transformed by greed, hoarded a vast treasure, his story a cautionary tale of avarice and its consequences. In the epic poem Beowulf, the hero confronts a dragon in a climactic battle, a narrative that underscores the dragon's role as a formidable adversary. These tales from the north painted dragons as embodiments of both greed and valor, reflecting the harsh realities of the Viking Age. As the medieval period dawned, dragons began to take on new meanings and forms. In Europe, they became central figures in the chivalric tales of knights and their quests. The legend of St. George and the Dragon, where a valiant knight slays a dragon to save a princess, became emblematic of the triumph of good over evil. This narrative, with its moral undertones, reinforced the dragon's role as a symbol of chaos to be vanquished by order and righteousness. Across the globe, dragons were not always seen as malevolent. In many Asian cultures, they were revered as benevolent beings, associated with water and prosperity. The Japanese dragon, or Ryu, was often depicted as a wise and powerful creature, capable of granting wishes and controlling the elements. Similarly, in Korean folklore, dragons were seen as protectors, their presence linked to rainfall and agricultural fertility. These stories highlight the diverse interpretations of dragons, reflecting the values and beliefs of the societies that cherished them. Throughout history, dragons have also served as potent symbols of power and mystery. In heraldry, they were emblazoned on shields and banners, representing strength and nobility. Monarchs and warriors alike adopted the dragon as a personal emblem, a testament to the creature's enduring allure. This symbolism extended beyond the battlefield, influencing art, literature, and even architecture, where dragon motifs adorned cathedrals and castles. As we weave through the fabric of time, it becomes clear that dragons have left an indelible mark on the human psyche. Their stories, whether of terror or wonder, continue to resonate with us, inviting reflection on our own nature and the world around us. Dragons embody the unknown, the unexplained, and the extraordinary, captivating our imaginations and challenging us to explore the boundaries of reality and myth. As we conclude our gentle exploration of dragons through time, let us carry with us the lessons and mysteries these mythical creatures offer. They remind us of the power of storytelling, the importance of courage and wisdom, and the beauty of the unknown. As we turn the page to our dreams, we are poised to embark on another journey, one that will take us across the world to explore the geographical spread of dragon myths. In this realm of dreams, where dragons soar through the skies and slumber in hidden caves, we find a world rich with wonder and possibility. In the hushed whispers of ancient myths and the vibrant colors of medieval tapestries, dragons have long captured the human imagination. These magnificent creatures, often portrayed with scales that glisten like precious jewels, have slumbered in the stories of diverse cultures across the globe. As we embark on a gentle journey through the world of dragon myths, let us explore how different societies have envisioned these mythical beings and uncover the threads that weave their tales together. In the mist-shrouded lands of Europe, dragons were often depicted as fearsome beasts, guarding treasures or terrorizing villages. The Dragon of St. George, a tale that echoes through the annals of medieval folklore, speaks of a knight's bravery in slaying a dragon to save a kingdom. These European dragons, often winged and fire-breathing, symbolized chaos and danger, yet also offered a canvas for heroes to prove their valor. Such tales, passed down through generations, reveal a cultural fascination with the battle between good and evil. Venturing eastward, the dragon takes on a different guise. In the rich tapestry of Asian mythology, dragons are revered as benevolent and wise. These creatures, often associated with water and the heavens, are seen as harbingers of good fortune. In Chinese culture, the dragon is a symbol of power and strength, believed to control rain and rivers, and is often depicted as a long, serpentine creature without wings. The Chinese New Year celebrations, with their vibrant dragon dances, pay homage to this majestic creature, invoking prosperity for the year ahead. Across the seas, in the lands of the Indian subcontinent, dragons appear in the form of the Naga. These serpent-like beings, often depicted with multiple heads, are guardians of treasures and sacred places. In Hindu and Buddhist traditions, Nagas are considered semi-divine, with the ability to shapeshift between human and serpent forms. They are protectors of water sources and are often associated with fertility and the nurturing aspects of nature. The myths of the indigenous peoples of the Americas also feature dragon-like creatures. In the lore of the Aztecs, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, stands out as a deity of wind and wisdom. This god, with his magnificent plumes, bridges the earth and sky, embodying a connection between humanity and the divine. Such tales highlight the reverence for nature and the elements that is central to many indigenous cultures. In the frozen expanses of the Norse sagas, the dragon Fafnir guards a hoard of gold, transformed into a beast by greed. This tale, found in the Volsunga saga, speaks to the corrupting power of wealth and the tragic fate of those who succumb to it. The Norse dragons, often fierce and formidable, reflect the harsh landscapes from which these stories emerged, where survival was a daily battle. In the heart of Africa, dragon myths are less common, yet the continent is not devoid of serpent-like creatures in its folklore. The rainbow serpent of Aboriginal Australian mythology, though not a dragon in the traditional sense, shares many characteristics with its global counterparts. This powerful being is a creator figure, shaping the land and waterways, and is revered for its role in the natural world. despite the vast differences in these myths, common themes emerge. Dragons often embody the forces of nature, representing both its destructive and life-giving aspects. They serve as guardians, whether of treasures, wisdom, or sacred places, and their stories are imbued with lessons about power, greed, and the human condition. In many cultures, dragons are seen as creatures of transformation, capable of changing their form or bestowing change upon others. As we drift through these tales, the similarities and differences in dragon myths reveal the unique ways in which cultures interpret the world around them. Whether as fearsome beasts or benevolent protectors, dragons reflect the hopes, fears, and values of the societies that created them. These stories, woven into the fabric of human history, continue to inspire and captivate, inviting us to explore the mysteries of the past. As we conclude this gentle overview of global dragon myths, let us prepare to delve deeper into the rich tapestry of these stories. In the chapters to come, we will begin with a closer look at the dragons of Chinese mythology, exploring their significance and the cultural context that shaped their legends. So, as you close your eyes and drift into dreams, let the whispers of ancient dragons guide you into a world of wonder and discovery. In the gentle embrace of twilight, as stars begin to twinkle in the vast expanse above, the world of dreams beckons with tales of ancient lore. Among these tales, none are as enchanting as the stories of celestial guardians, the dragons of Chinese mythology. These mythical beings, revered across centuries, are woven into the very fabric of Chinese culture, representing power, strength, and good fortune. In the tapestry of Chinese mythology, dragons are not the fearsome creatures often depicted in Western narratives. Instead, they are benevolent and wise, embodying the harmonious balance of nature. Unlike their Western counterparts, Chinese dragons are symbols of auspiciousness and prosperity. They are believed to bring rain to parched lands, ensuring bountiful harvests and the sustenance of life. With their serpentine bodies and majestic presence, these dragons glide through the skies, their scales shimmering like the stars themselves. The significance of dragons extends beyond mythology and into the heart of Chinese festivals. One of the most vibrant celebrations, the Dragon Boat Festival, commemorates these celestial beings. This festival, held on the 5th day of the 5th month of the lunar calendar, is a time of joy and camaraderie. It features dragon boat races, where teams paddle in unison to the rhythmic beat of drums, their boats adorned with dragon heads and tails. This tradition not only honors the dragons, but also pays tribute to Ko Yuan, a revered poet and statesman whose story is intertwined with the festival's origins. Dragons also hold a prominent place in the imperial iconography of ancient China. Emperors, considered the sons of heaven, were often associated with dragons, symbolizing their divine right to rule. The imperial dragon, with its 5 claws, was an emblem of the emperor's supreme authority and power. This association is vividly depicted in the intricate designs of dragon robes, worn exclusively by the emperor and high-ranking officials. These robes, adorned with golden dragons swirling amidst clouds, were a visual testament to the celestial mandate bestowed upon the emperor. Among the myriad of dragon legends that have captivated generations, a few stand out for their enduring allure. One such tale is that of the Dragon King, a revered deity who governs the seas and controls the rain. The Dragon King, often depicted as a majestic figure with the body of a dragon and the face of a wise elder, is a guardian of the waters, ensuring balance and harmony. His palace, nestled beneath the ocean's depths, is a realm of splendor, where the treasures of the sea are guarded by an array of mythical creatures. Another beloved legend is that of the 9-Dragon Wall, a magnificent architectural marvel found in several Chinese cities. These walls, adorned with colorful glazed tiles, depict 9 dragons playfully entwined amidst swirling clouds and waves. According to legend, these dragons are celestial guardians, watching over the land and its people. The number 9 holds special significance, symbolizing eternity and the celestial order, further enhancing the mystical aura of these walls. The story of the yellow dragon is yet another captivating tale. In ancient times, it is said that the yellow dragon emerged from the river Luo, bringing with it the essential elements of writing. This dragon, a symbol of wisdom and enlightenment, is credited with imparting the knowledge of writing to the legendary emperor Fuxi, thus laying the foundation for Chinese civilization. The yellow dragon's appearance is seen as a divine intervention, guiding humanity towards progress and enlightenment. As the evening deepens and the world drifts into slumber, the gentle presence of these celestial guardians lingers in the air. Their stories, passed down through generations, continue to inspire awe and wonder. In the quiet moments before sleep, one can almost imagine the dragons soaring across the night sky, their silhouettes etched against the moonlit clouds. These mythical beings, with their timeless grace and benevolence, remind us of the enduring connection between humanity and the natural world. They embody the ideals of balance, harmony, and prosperity, values that resonate deeply within the heart of Chinese culture. In the realm of dreams, where imagination knows no bounds, the dragons of Chinese mythology continue to weave their magic, guiding us gently into the world of slumber. As we journey through the realms of mythical creatures, the stories of dragons offer a comforting reminder of the beauty and wonder that exist beyond our everyday lives. Their presence, both majestic and gentle, invites us to explore the rich tapestry of legends that have shaped cultures across the globe. As we prepare to transition into the exploration of European dragon myths, let us carry with us the serene wisdom of these celestial guardians, whose stories continue to illuminate the night with their timeless glow. In the hushed glow of twilight, as the world settles into the embrace of night, tales of fire-breathing dragons weave through the tapestry of European folklore and mythology. These formidable creatures, often depicted as malevolent and fearsome, have long captured the imaginations of those who dared to dream beyond the boundaries of the known world. Across the rolling hills and misty forests of medieval Europe, dragons were seen as both a threat and a challenge, embodying the untamed forces of nature that humans sought to understand and conquer. The image of the dragon in European lore is one of awe and terror, a symbol of chaos and destruction. Unlike their benevolent counterparts in some cultures, European dragons were often portrayed as malevolent beings, hoarding treasures and wreaking havoc on unsuspecting villages. These creatures, with their leathery wings, razor-sharp claws, and fiery breath, were the embodiment of a world untamed and wild, a reminder of the dangers lurking just beyond the safety of the village hearth. One of the most famous tales of dragon slaying in European mythology is that of St. George, the valiant knight who became a symbol of courage and virtue. According to legend, St. George encountered a dragon that terrorized a town, demanding a daily tribute of sheep and eventually human sacrifices. With the town's princess selected as the next offering, St. George intervened, slaying the dragon and saving the princess. This tale, rich with themes of bravery and redemption, has been immortalized in countless works of art and literature, serving as a beacon of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. The legend of Beowulf, the heroic figure from the epic poem of the same name, also features a fearsome dragon. In the twilight of his life, Beowulf confronts a dragon that has been awakened by a thief, who stole a cup from its hoard. The dragon's wrath is unleashed upon the kingdom, and Beowulf, though aged, rises to the challenge. In a fierce battle, he succeeds in slaying the dragon, but not without suffering a mortal wound himself. This poignant tale underscores the themes of sacrifice and the eternal struggle between good and evil, leaving a lasting legacy in the annals of European literature. Dragons have also left their mark on the medieval imagination through the Arthurian legends. The story of Merlin, the enigmatic wizard, is intertwined with dragon lore. It is said that Merlin had the gift of prophecy and was able to understand the language of dragons. His visions often involve dragons, symbolizing the tumultuous times and the rise and fall of kingdoms. The red dragon of Wales, a symbol of power and prophecy, is said to have been seen by Merlin, foretelling the coming of a great leader who would unite the land. The influence of dragons in medieval European literature is profound, with these mythical beasts serving as both adversaries and symbols of deeper truths. In the epic tales of chivalry and romance, dragons often represented the ultimate challenge for knights seeking glory and honor. The dragon, with its cunning and strength, was a worthy opponent, testing the mettle of those who dared to face it. In these stories, the dragon's defeat was not just a victory over a physical foe, but a triumph of light over darkness, order over chaos. As the centuries passed, the image of the dragon evolved, reflecting the changing values and beliefs of society. In some tales, dragons became guardians of sacred places, their presence a reminder of the mysteries of the natural world. In others, they were seen as wise and ancient beings, possessing knowledge beyond human understanding. Yet, despite these variations, the dragon remained a potent symbol of the unknown, a creature that inspired fear and wonder in equal measure. The legacy of dragons in European folklore is a testament to the enduring power of myth and storytelling. These tales, passed down through generations, continue to captivate and inspire, offering a glimpse into the hopes and fears of those who came before us. In the quiet moments before sleep, as the mind drifts on the currents of imagination, the stories of dragons remind us of the magic that lies just beyond the edge of the everyday world. And so, as the night deepens and the stars twinkle softly above, let the tales of dragons carry you to distant lands and ancient times. In the realm of dreams, where anything is possible, the dragons of Europe await, their fiery breath a warm reminder of the stories that have shaped our world. As you drift into slumber, let your thoughts wander to the ancient serpent myths of Mesopotamia, where the journey into the mysteries of the past continues. As the sun sets over the ancient lands where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers meet, a realm of mystery and myth unfurls. In the heart of Mesopotamia, where civilization itself is said to have begun, the sands whisper tales of serpentine beings that slither through time and legend. These are the dragons of Mesopotamian lore, creatures of immense power and profound symbolism, woven into the very fabric of the region's mythology and spirituality. The cradle of civilization, dragons were not merely beasts of fantasy, but sacred symbols of chaos and creation. The Mesopotamians, with their rich tapestry of gods and goddesses, saw dragons as embodiments of the primal forces that shaped the world. In the beginning, before the dawn of time, there was Tiamat, the great dragon of the sea. She was the personification of the chaotic salt waters, a primordial being whose story is central to the Babylonian creation myth known as the Enuma Elish. Tiamat's tale is one of conflict and creation, where she gives birth to a brood of monstrous offspring, each representing the untamed and wild aspects of nature. Her union with Apsu, the freshwater god, sets the stage for a cosmic struggle. When Apsu is slain by their rebellious progeny, Tiamat's wrath knows no bounds. She transforms into a fearsome dragon, leading an army of chaos to avenge her consort's death. Yet, it is the young god Marduk who rises to challenge her, armed with the winds and storms. In a titanic battle, Marduk slays Tiamat, using her divided body to create the heavens and the earth, thus bringing order from chaos. This myth not only illustrates the Mesopotamian view of creation, but also highlights the dual nature of dragons as both destroyers and creators. Tiamat's narrative underscores the belief that from chaos comes order, a theme that resonates deeply with the ancient peoples of the region. Dragons in Mesopotamian culture were not limited to the myth of Tiamat. They appeared frequently in religious texts and art, often depicted as hybrid creatures with serpent-like bodies and formidable features. The Mushusu, or fierce snake, is one such creature, a dragon associated with the god Marduk. This dragon became a protective symbol, often carved into the gates of Babylon, signifying the divine power that watched over the city. In the pantheon of Mesopotamian deities, dragons served as both companions and adversaries to the gods. The god Ninurta, known for his prowess in battle, is said to have vanquished the dragon Anzu, a creature that stole the Tablet of Destinies, a powerful artifact that granted control over the universe. This story, like that of Tiamat, emphasizes the theme of chaos being subdued by divine might, reinforcing the idea that dragons, while fearsome, were integral to the cosmic balance. Art and iconography from this era often portrayed dragons alongside gods and heroes, reflecting their significance in spiritual and everyday life. These depictions were not merely decorative, but served as visual narratives that communicated complex theological and cosmological ideas. The intertwining of dragons with divine figures in art illustrates their role as intermediaries between the mortal and the divine, guardians of sacred spaces and enforcers of cosmic order. The symbolism of dragons extended beyond myth and religion into the very identity of Mesopotamian cities. The Mushusu, for instance, was not only a symbol of Marduk, but also an emblem of Babylon itself, representing the city's strength and divine favor. Such symbolism reinforced the connection between the people, their rulers, and the gods, with dragons serving as a powerful reminder of the divine protection and authority that governed their lives. As the sands of Mesopotamia shift with time, so too do the stories of its dragons, echoing through the ages. These mythical creatures, with their dual nature of destruction and creation, chaos and order, continue to captivate the imagination. Their tales, etched in clay tablets and carved in stone, remind us of a world where the lines between the mortal and the divine blurred, and where dragons roamed the earth as embodiments of the mysteries of the universe. As we drift off into slumber, let the serpents of the sands guide our dreams, whispering ancient secrets of a world long past. The dragons of Mesopotamia, with their rich symbolism and enduring legacy, invite us to explore the depths of myth and the heights of imagination. And as the night deepens, we shall soon journey to lands of ice and mist, where the dragon myths of Norse and Celtic cultures await, promising new tales of wonder and awe. In the gentle embrace of twilight, where the veil between worlds grows thin, and whispers of ancient tales drift like a soft lullaby, the dragons of Norse and Celtic mythologies awaken. These majestic creatures, woven into the tapestry of their respective cultures, serve as guardians, symbols, and harbingers of both fear and reverence. Their stories, passed down through generations, offer a glimpse into the beliefs and values that shaped the Norse and Celtic peoples. In the icy realms of the Norse, dragons were formidable beings, often embodying chaos and destruction. Yet, they were also revered as powerful protectors. One of the most renowned dragons in Norse mythology is Nidhogger, a fearsome serpent that gnaws at the roots of Yggdrasil, the world tree. This mighty creature symbolizes the cyclical nature of life and death, a reminder that even the mightiest structures are vulnerable to the passage of time. The image of Nidhogger serves as a potent metaphor for the Norse understanding of the world's impermanence and the constant struggle between order and chaos. In the sagas, dragons often appear as formidable adversaries, challenging heroes to prove their worth. The tale of Fafnir, a greedy dwarf-turned-dragon, is a prime example. Fafnir's transformation into a dragon, driven by his insatiable desire for gold, speaks to the Norse cautionary tales about the dangers of greed and the transformative power of avarice. The hero Sigurd, who slays Fafnir, embodies the virtues of bravery and wisdom, essential qualities for overcoming the trials set forth by these mythical beasts. Across the sea, in the lush landscapes of the Celtic world, dragons take on a different guise. Here they are often seen as benevolent creatures, intimately connected with the natural world. Celtic dragons are symbols of power and fertility, representing the earth's primal forces. They are guardians of knowledge and protectors of sacred sites, their presence a testament to the enduring bond between the Celts and their environment. The Celtic dragon is frequently depicted as a serpent or a winged creature, winding its way through the land. This imagery reflects the Celts' deep respect for nature's cycles and the interconnectedness of all life. In many tales, dragons are linked to water, seen as the lifeblood of the earth. They inhabit lakes, rivers, and wells, their serpentine forms echoing the fluidity and mystery of these natural elements. One of the most famous Celtic dragon stories is that of the red and white dragons, featured in the Welsh myth of Lud and Leiflis. In this tale, the two dragons are locked in an eternal battle beneath the earth, their struggle causing chaos and unrest in the land above. The red dragon, symbolizing the native Britons, eventually triumphs over the white dragon, representing the invading Saxons. This story not only highlights the dragon's role as a symbol of national identity, but also underscores the theme of conflict and resolution that is central to many Celtic myths. The dragons of Norse and Celtic lore, though differing in nature and symbolism, share a common thread. They are both deeply embedded in the spiritual and cultural fabric of their societies. These creatures serve as bridges between the mundane and the mystical, their stories offering insights into the values and beliefs of the people who told them. In Norse culture, dragons often embody the harsh realities of their world, where survival required strength, courage, and resilience. The sagas, with their tales of dragon-slaying heroes, reflect the Norse admiration for these qualities, as well as their acceptance of life's impermanence and the inevitability of change. On the other hand, the Celtic dragon embodies the harmony and balance found in nature. Its presence in myths and legends speaks to the Celts' profound connection to the land and their understanding of the natural world cycles. The dragon's role as a guardian and protector underscores the importance of maintaining this balance, a lesson that resonates through the ages. As the night deepens and the stars twinkle like distant fires in the sky, the tales of Norse and Celtic dragons continue to weave their magic. These stories, rich with symbolism and meaning, invite us to explore the depths of human imagination and the enduring power of myth. They remind us that, just as the dragons of old, we too are part of a larger, interconnected world where every story is a thread in the vast tapestry of existence. And as we drift into slumber, lulled by the gentle cadence of these ancient tales, we prepare to journey further, to lands where feathered serpents soar through the sky, their vibrant plumage a testament to the wonders that await in the realms of Mesoamerican mythology. Feathered serpents, those majestic and enigmatic creatures of Mesoamerican mythology, weave a tapestry of mystery and reverence, their scales shimmering with the colors of ancient tales. Among these mythical beings, Quetzalcoatl stands as a beacon of wisdom and power. Known as the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl is perhaps the most renowned of the Mesoamerican deities, embodying a duality that reflects both the terrestrial and the celestial realms. In the rich and vibrant cultures of ancient Mesoamerica, the feathered serpent was more than just a mythical creature. It was a symbol of profound significance, representing the union of earth and sky. Quetzalcoatl, whose name can be translated to precious serpent, was revered by the Aztecs as a god of wind, air, and learning. His presence in their pantheon illustrated the importance of balance and harmony in the natural world, as well as the pursuit of knowledge and enlightenment. Quetzalcoatl's legend is woven into the very fabric of Mesoamerican history. It is said that he was a creator god who, in some tales, helped to shape humanity by gathering the bones of previous generations and breathing life into them. This act of creation underscores his role as a life-giver and a nurturer, qualities that endeared him to the people who worshipped him. Beyond the Aztecs, the Maya also held a version of the feathered serpent in high esteem, known as Kukulkan. This deity shared many attributes with Quetzalcoatl, serving as a testament to the interconnectedness of Mesoamerican cultures. Kukulkan was celebrated particularly during the equinoxes, when the setting sun would cast a shadow that resembled a serpent descending the steps of the Great Pyramid at Chichen Itza, a phenomenon that continues to captivate observers to this day. The feathered serpent's role in Mesoamerican religion was not limited to creation myths. These creatures were also seen as mediators between the mortal world and the divine, guiding souls to the afterlife and ensuring the continuity of the cosmic order. Their feathered wings symbolized the heavens, while their serpent bodies represented the earth, making them perfect embodiments of the cyclical nature of life and death. In Mesoamerican art, the feathered serpent is a recurring motif, its sinuous form adorning temples, pottery, and codices. The intricate designs often depict these creatures with vibrant plumage, emphasizing their connection to the avian world and the sky. The artistry involved in these depictions reflects the deep reverence and awe that the ancient Mesoamericans held for these mythical beings. The symbolism of the feathered serpent extends beyond its role as a deity. It also represents transformation and renewal, much like the shedding of a snake's skin or the molting of a bird's feathers. This theme of rebirth is central to many Mesoamerican myths, where the feathered serpent emerges as a symbol of hope and new beginnings. Moreover, the feathered serpent's dual nature, as both a creature of the sky and the earth, aligns with the Mesoamerican understanding of the universe as a place of constant balance and duality. This worldview is reflected in the stories and rituals that have been passed down through generations, highlighting the importance of maintaining equilibrium in all aspects of life. The reverence for these creatures is evident not only in religious and cultural practices, but also in the way they were integrated into the daily lives of the people. From the grand ceremonies held in their honor to the everyday objects adorned with their images, the feathered serpent was a constant presence, a reminder of the divine forces that shaped the world. As we drift through the gentle currents of these ancient tales, The feathered serpent invites us to ponder the mysteries of existence and the interconnectedness of all things. Its legacy endures, a testament to the enduring power of myth and the human desire to understand the world around us. With the feathered serpent as our guide, we are led to a broader understanding of dragons across cultures, where these mythical creatures continue to inspire wonder, curiosity. From the lush jungles of Mesoamerica to distant lands, the dragon's tale unfolds, bridging the gaps between cultures and connecting us to the universal themes of transformation, balance, and the eternal dance of earth and sky. In the quiet moonlit hours, when the world seems to slow its pace, tales of mythical creatures come alive in the imagination. Among these, dragons occupy a prominent place, weaving through the tapestry of human history with their majestic presence. From the misty highlands of Scotland to the sun-drenched lands of Mesoamerica, dragons have long been symbols of immense power, wisdom, and chaos, embodying the dual nature of protectors and destroyers. In ancient times, these magnificent creatures were often seen as guardians of treasures and sacred places. The dragon, with its scales shimmering like precious metals and eyes gleaming with ancient knowledge, was more than just a beast. It was a symbol of the natural world's untamed power. In the myths of ancient Greece, the dragon often appeared as a formidable opponent to heroes, such as the tale of the hero Cadmus, who slew the dragon that guarded the spring of Ares. From the dragon's teeth, warriors sprang forth, symbolizing the cycle of death and rebirth, and the perpetual struggle for wisdom and power. In Norse mythology, the dragon is depicted as both a fearsome adversary and a wise, ancient being. The dragon Nidhogg, who gnaws at the roots of Yggdrasil, the world tree, represents the destructive forces that threaten to unbalance the world. Yet, dragons also serve as symbols of protection and guardianship. The great dragon Fafnir, once a dwarf, became a dragon to protect his hoard of gold, illustrating the dual nature of greed and guardianship. Moving eastward, in the lands of India, dragons are often associated with water, embodying the life-giving and destructive powers of rain and storms. The Vedic scriptures speak of Vritra, a dragon-like demon who hoarded the world's waters, only to be defeated by the thunderbolt-wielding god Indra. This battle signifies the triumph of order over chaos, light over darkness, a theme that resonates deeply across cultures. In the rich tapestry of Mesoamerican mythology, dragons take on a different guise. The Aztec god Quetzalcoatl, often depicted as a feathered serpent, embodies the duality of creation and destruction. As a god of wind and learning, Quetzalcoatl represents the breath of life and the pursuit of knowledge, while his serpentine form nods to the earth's primal forces. This duality reflects the complex relationship humans have with nature, revering its beauty and fearing its wrath. Dragons also hold a significant place in the myths of the indigenous peoples of the Americas. In the legends of the Hopi tribe, the Pahana, or lost white brother, is sometimes associated with a dragon-like creature, symbolizing the return of balance and harmony to the world. This narrative underscores the belief that dragons, though fearsome, are ultimately agents of change and renewal. In the medieval period, dragons became central figures in the allegorical tales of Europe. They were often depicted as villains in the stories of saints and knights, such as the legendary tale of Saint George and the Dragon. This narrative, where the dragon represents evil and the saint symbolizes righteousness, illustrates the moral struggle between good and evil, a theme that has captivated audiences for centuries. Yet, not all dragons are malevolent. In the folklore of Eastern Europe, dragons are sometimes seen as wise and benevolent creatures. The Slavic dragon, Zmei, is often portrayed as a protector of the land, offering guidance and wisdom to those who seek it. This duality of the dragon as both a fearsome beast and a wise guardian reflects the complexity of human nature itself. In the myths of the Pacific Islands, dragons are revered as powerful ancestral spirits. The Maori of New Zealand speak of taniwa, dragon-like creatures that dwell in deep waters and caves, guarding the people and the land. These creatures, while sometimes dangerous, are also protectors, reflecting the deep connection between the people and their environment. As we journey through these tales, the symbolism of dragons emerges as a multifaceted representation of the human experience. They embody the awe-inspiring power of nature, the pursuit of wisdom, and the eternal struggle between order and chaos. Dragons, with their ability to soar through the skies and delve into the earth's depths, remind us of the boundless possibilities of the imagination and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. As the night deepens and the stars twinkle softly in the sky, the stories of dragons continue to inspire and captivate. These mythical creatures, with their fiery breath and ancient wisdom, invite us to explore the depths of our own imaginations and the stories we tell about the world around us. In the gentle embrace of sleep, we can dream of dragons, both fearsome and wise, as protectors and destroyers, guiding us through the realms of myth and legend. And so, as we drift into slumber, let us ponder the myriad ways dragons have been depicted in folklore, their stories woven into the very fabric of human history. With each tale, we are reminded of the power of storytelling to transcend time and space, connecting us to the wonders of the past and the mysteries of the future. In the quiet moments before sleep, when the mind drifts gently into realms of imagination, the tales of dragons begin to unfurl their wings across the tapestry of time. These mythical creatures, with their scales shimmering in moonlight and breath that could ignite the stars, have captured the human imagination across centuries and continents. Dragons, in their myriad forms and stories, offer a window into the beliefs, fears, and hopes of cultures around the world. In the rich tapestry of global folklore, dragons appear as both fearsome beasts and benevolent guardians. These creatures often embody the elemental forces of nature, representing the untamed power of the world that ancient peoples sought to understand and appease. In many cultures, dragons are seen as wise and powerful beings, often associated with water, fire, air, and earth. This elemental connection suggests a deep respect for the natural world and an acknowledgement of humanity's place within it. One common theme in dragon folklore is the duality of their nature. Dragons can be both protectors and destroyers, reflecting the balance between creation and destruction inherent in the natural world. This duality is epitomized in the tale of the Naga from Southeast Asian mythology. The Naga are serpent-like dragons believed to dwell in rivers and lakes, where they control the rain and water. They are revered as protectors of the land, bringing fertility and prosperity, yet they can also unleash floods and storms when angered. This dual nature serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between humankind and the environment. In Norse mythology, the dragon Fafnir is a symbol of greed and transformation. Once a dwarf, Fafnir was consumed by greed and transformed into a dragon to guard his hoard of gold. The story of Fafnir warns of the destructive power of avarice, illustrating how it can corrupt and change one's very nature. The hero Sigurd's quest to slay Fafnir and claim the treasure is a classic tale of bravery and the triumph of good over evil. Yet it also carries the cautionary note that wealth can bring its own curses. The legend of St. George and the dragon is another famous tale, widely told in Western folklore. St. George, a Christian martyr, is said to have saved a town from a dragon that demanded human sacrifices. By slaying the dragon, St. George not only saved the princess but also converted the townspeople to Christianity. This story highlights themes of faith, courage, and the triumph of good over evil, serving as a metaphor for the spread of Christianity and the vanquishing of pagan beliefs. In the rich folklore of India, dragons are often depicted as mighty serpents known as nagas. These beings are revered as deities, associated with water and fertility. In Hindu mythology, the Naga Ananta is a cosmic serpent upon which the god Vishnu rests during the intervals of creation. This imagery conveys the idea of dragons as ancient, timeless beings, integral to the cycles of the universe. Japanese folklore presents dragons as water deities, often linked to rainfall and agricultural prosperity. The Ryujin, or Dragon King, is a prominent figure who lives under the sea and controls the tides. Ryujin's palace is said to be made of coral and guarded by creatures of the sea, reflecting the deep connection between dragons and the ocean. These stories emphasize the importance of water in sustaining life and the reverence for natural elements that nourish and protect. In the mythology of the indigenous peoples of the Americas, dragons take on unique forms. The Quetzalcoatl of Aztec mythology is a feathered serpent god who represents the boundary between earth and sky. As a creator deity, Quetzalcoatl embodies wisdom, wind, and life, symbolizing the interconnectedness of all things. This reverence for the dragon as a creator and sustainer of life is a common theme across many cultures. Dragons also serve as moral teachers, imparting lessons through their interactions with humans. In many tales, dragons are tasked with guarding treasures or sacred knowledge, challenging heroes to prove their worthiness. These stories often emphasize virtues such as bravery, humility, and perseverance. The hero's journey to confront the dragon is a metaphor for the inner struggle to overcome one's fears and limitations. In Welsh folklore, the red dragon, Wyd Dreg Goch, is a symbol of national pride and resistance. According to legend, the red dragon fought and defeated a white dragon, representing the struggle between the Welsh and their invaders. This tale of resilience and triumph has become an enduring symbol of Welsh identity and heritage. As we drift further into the world of dreams, the dragons of folklore remind us of the timeless dance between humanity and the mysteries of the world. They are the guardians of ancient wisdom, the keepers of secrets, and the challengers of heroes. Through their stories, we learn of the virtues that define us and the shadows that test us. In the gentle embrace of night, let the tales of dragons guide your dreams, carrying you across the ages to lands where the impossible becomes reality. As you journey through these mythical realms, may you find inspiration in the courage of heroes, the wisdom of ancient beings, and the enduring magic of storytelling. And now, as we prepare to explore the depiction of dragons in art and literature, let us carry with us the wonder and wisdom that these magnificent creatures have bestowed upon us across the ages. In the quiet embrace of night, when the world slows down and dreams begin to weave their gentle threads, we find ourselves drawn to tales that transcend time and space. One such tale is the story of dragons in art, a narrative that spans centuries and continents, capturing the imagination of artists and storytellers alike. From the ancient lands of Babylon to the medieval courts of Europe, dragons have been depicted in countless ways. each representation offering a glimpse into the culture and beliefs of its time. Dragons have long held a place in the pantheon of mythical creatures, their forms and meanings as varied as the cultures that created them. In ancient Mesopotamia, the dragon was a symbol of chaos and power, often depicted in the art of the era as a formidable creature with the body of a serpent and the head of a lion. Early depictions were not merely decorative, they served as powerful symbols in religious and mythological narratives, embodying the eternal struggle between order and chaos. As we journey further east to the rich tapestry of India, we encounter the Naga, a serpent-like being that holds a special place in Hindu and Buddhist art. The Naga is often depicted as a protector of treasures and sacred places, its sinuous form winding through the intricate carvings of temples and shrines. The artistic techniques used to depict these creatures are as varied as the materials themselves, ranging from the delicate carvings of stone and wood to the vibrant colors of traditional paintings. In the medieval period, dragons took on new forms and meanings. In the illuminated manuscripts of Europe, dragons were often depicted as fearsome beasts, their bodies coiled around the margins of the page, their eyes glinting with malice. These images were not only a testament to the skill of the artists, but also a reflection of the medieval mindset, where dragons symbolize the unknown and the dangerous, lurking on the fringes of the known world. One of the most famous depictions of dragons from this era can be found in the Book of Kells, an illuminated manuscript created by Celtic monks around the 9th century. The intricate designs and vibrant colors of the manuscript bring to life a world where dragons are both feared and revered, their forms entwined with the sacred texts they guard. The technique of illumination, with its use of gold leaf and vivid pigments, allowed artists to create images that seemed to glow with an inner light, adding a sense of wonder and mystery to the pages. This technique was not limited to Europe. In the Islamic world, artists used similar methods to create richly detailed manuscripts that featured dragons as symbols of power and protection. In the art of the Far East, dragons were depicted with a grace and fluidity that reflected their role as benevolent creatures. In Japan, the dragon was often associated with water and rain, its sinuous form captured in the flowing lines of traditional ink paintings. The technique of sumi-e, or ink wash painting, allowed artists to convey the dragon's movement and vitality with just a few strokes, creating images that were both dynamic and serene. One of the most celebrated examples of dragon art from this region is the famous painting The Dragon and the Tiger by Soga Shohaku, a Japanese artist of the Edo period. This work captures the essence of the dragon as a powerful yet harmonious force, its form intertwined with that of the tiger, symbolizing the balance of yin and yang. In China, dragons were seen as symbols of imperial power, their images adorning everything from the robes of emperors to the walls of palaces. The artistry of Chinese dragon depictions is evident in the detailed porcelain works of the Ming and Qing dynasties, where dragons are rendered with a level of detail and precision that speaks to the skill of the craftsman. These porcelain pieces, often in the form of vases and bowls, feature dragons winding their way through clouds and waves, their bodies adorned with intricate patterns and vibrant colors. The use of cobalt blue, a pigment prized for its intensity and depth, allowed artists to create images that were both striking and elegant, capturing the majesty of these mythical creatures. As we drift through the annals of art history, we find that dragons have been depicted in countless ways, each representation offering a unique perspective on this enigmatic creature. Whether as symbols of chaos or protectors of the sacred, dragons have inspired artists to push the boundaries of their craft. creating works that continue to captivate and inspire. In the gentle glow of the night, as we reflect on these artistic visions, we are reminded of the power of art to transcend time and space, to connect us with the stories and beliefs of those who came before us. With each brushstroke and chisel mark, artists have breathed life into the dragon, transforming it from a creature of myth into a timeless symbol of the human imagination. As we close this chapter on dragons in art, let us turn our gaze to the world of literature, where dragons continue to weave their magic through the pages of stories and legends. Here, in the realm of words, we will discover new tales of adventure and wonder, where dragons soar through the skies of our dreams, guiding us into a peaceful slumber. In the dim glow of ancient fires and the whispered tales of old, dragons have long soared across the pages of literature, capturing the imaginations of those who dared to dream. These mythical creatures, with their scales shimmering like precious gems and their breath as fierce as the fiercest storms, have played pivotal roles in stories from ancient to medieval times. As we drift into the world of dreams, let us explore the enchanting presence of dragons in epic literature and poetry, where they have both terrorized and mesmerized audiences throughout the ages. The earliest known references to dragons can be found in the myths and epics of Mesopotamia, where these creatures were often depicted as formidable adversaries of the gods. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest surviving works of literature, the hero Gilgamesh must confront the monstrous Humbaba, a guardian of the cedar forest who bears dragon-like features. This tale, etched into clay tablets over 4,000 years ago, showcases the dragon as a symbol of chaos and danger, a beast to be vanquished by the hero to restore order and harmony. As we journey through time, the image of the dragon evolves, weaving its way into the rich tapestry of Greek mythology. In these tales, dragons are often depicted as guardians of sacred treasures, or as challenges to be overcome by valiant heroes. The legend of the Golden Fleece, for example, tells of a dragon that never sleeps, tasked with protecting the coveted fleece. Jason, the hero of this tale, must use his wits and courage to outsmart the dragon and claim the prize, highlighting the dragon's role as both a protector and an obstacle in the hero's quest. In the epic poem Beowulf, composed in the early medieval period, dragons take on a more fearsome and destructive form. Here, the dragon is an ancient creature, awakened from its slumber to wreak havoc upon the land after its treasure is disturbed. Beowulf, the hero of the tale, faces this mighty beast in a battle that ultimately leads to his own demise. The dragon in Beowulf represents the inevitability of death and the ultimate test of a hero's strength and resolve. This portrayal of dragons as powerful adversaries underscores their enduring presence in the human psyche as embodiments of both fear and fascination. Moving further into medieval literature, dragons continue to captivate audiences with their awe-inspiring presence. In the legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, dragons often appear as symbols of both chaos and wisdom. The tale of St. George and the Dragon, immortalized in medieval romance literature, tells of a knight who slays a dragon to save a princess and a kingdom. This story, with its themes of bravery and sacrifice, has become emblematic of the chivalric ideals of the time, with the dragon serving as a metaphor for the challenges and dangers that must be overcome in the pursuit of honor and virtue. In the Norse sagas, dragons are depicted as fierce and cunning creatures, often guarding hoards of treasure. The Volsunga saga, for instance, tells the story of Sigurd, a hero who slays the dragon Fafnir to claim a cursed treasure. This tale, rich with themes of greed, betrayal, and heroism, highlights the dragon's role as a guardian of wealth and the consequences that befall those who seek to possess it. The dragon's transformation from a man into a beast also reflects the darker aspects of human nature, a theme that resonates throughout many dragon legends. The evolution of dragon characters in literature reflects the changing perceptions and values of the societies that created them. From the fearsome beasts of ancient epics to the complex and multifaceted creatures of medieval romances, dragons have adapted to the cultural and historical contexts of their times. They have served as symbols of power, wisdom, and danger, captivating audiences with their majestic presence and the mysteries they embody. As we close this chapter and prepare to drift into a peaceful slumber, let us carry with us the timeless allure of dragons, those legendary creatures that have soared across the pages of literature for centuries. Their stories, etched in the annals of history, continue to inspire and enchant, reminding us of the enduring power of myth and the boundless realms of imagination. As we transition to the cultural context and legacy of dragon myths, we are reminded that these magnificent creatures, whether as guardians or adversaries, will forever hold a place in the stories we tell and the dreams we dream. Throughout the tapestry of human history, dragon myths have woven themselves into the cultural fabric of societies across the globe. These mythical creatures, with their majestic forms and enigmatic powers, have left an indelible mark on cultural identities and heritage. From the ancient tales whispered by the fireside to their modern depictions in films and literature, dragons continue to captivate our imaginations, acting as both symbols of fear and awe. In the rolling hills of ancient Britain, tales of dragons were passed down through generations, often serving as metaphors for the untamed forces of nature. The story of the red and white dragons battling beneath the surface of the earth, as recounted in Welsh mythology, reflects a deep connection to the land and its mysteries. Such myths were not merely stories, but were integral to the cultural identity of the people, embodying the struggles and triumphs of their ancestors. Across the vast landscapes of Asia, dragons have been revered as benevolent creatures, often associated with water and rain. In Chinese culture, the dragon is a symbol of power, strength, and good fortune. Unlike the fearsome beasts of Western lore, the Chinese dragon is often depicted as a wise and benevolent creature, a guardian of the natural world. These dragons are deeply embedded in cultural traditions, from the intricate dragon dances performed during celebrations to their revered place in folklore as protectors of the imperial family. Moving to the highlands of South America, the myths of dragons take on a unique form. In the Andes, stories of the Amaru, a serpent-like dragon, tell of a creature that dwells in the depths of lakes and rivers. The Amaru is a symbol of the duality of nature, representing both creation and destruction. Such myths were vital in shaping the cultural narratives of the indigenous peoples, providing explanations for natural phenomena and reinforcing the sacredness of their environment. The legacy of dragon myths extends beyond ancient times, finding new life in the modern world. In contemporary media, dragons continue to fascinate audiences, appearing in a myriad of forms across films, books, and video games. The enduring appeal of these mythical creatures lies in their versatility. They can embody both the monstrous and the majestic, serving as metaphors for the unknown and the extraordinary. In literature, dragons often serve as formidable adversaries or wise mentors, guiding heroes on their quests. J.R.R. Tolkien's Smaug, the cunning dragon from The Hobbit, exemplifies the archetype of the treasure-hoarding beast, a symbol of greed and power. In contrast, Anne M.C. Caffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern series presents dragons as companions and protectors, highlighting their bond with humans and their role in preserving the balance of their world. The cinematic portrayal of dragons has also evolved, with films like How to Train Your Dragon showcasing these creatures as misunderstood beings capable of friendship and loyalty. Such narratives challenge traditional perceptions, inviting audiences to see dragons as complex characters rather than mere monsters. In the realm of video games, dragons often serve as epic challenges for players to overcome, representing the ultimate test of skill and courage. Games like Skyrim and Dragon Age immerse players in worlds where dragons are central to the storyline, allowing them to interact with these legendary creatures in dynamic and engaging ways. The continued fascination with dragons in contemporary culture is a testament to their enduring legacy. These mythical creatures, with their roots in ancient lore, have adapted to the changing times, finding new expressions and meanings. They remain powerful symbols of the human experience, embodying our fears, hopes, and dreams. As we drift into the realm of dreams, the dragons of myth and legend continue to soar through our imaginations, reminding us of the timeless connection between humanity and the mythical. Their stories, rich with cultural significance, invite us to explore the deeper meanings and significance of these legendary creatures, offering a glimpse into the mysteries of the past and the potential of the future. In the quiet corners of our modern world, where the hum of technology often drowns out ancient whispers, dragons continue to weave their way through the tapestry of human culture. These majestic creatures, with their shimmering scales and fiery breath, have transcended time, finding new life in the stories and imaginations of today. But what is it about dragons that continues to captivate us, and how do they maintain their symbolic relevance in our contemporary lives? Dragons have long been symbols of power, wisdom, and mystery. In ancient times, they were often seen as guardians of treasures or sacred places, embodying both the awe-inspiring and the fearsome aspects of nature. As the world evolved, so too did the legends of dragons, adapting to the cultural and spiritual needs of different societies. In the modern era, dragons have become emblematic of the human spirit's resilience and creativity, representing a bridge between the known and the unknown. One of the most profound ways dragons continue to influence our world is through popular culture and entertainment. From epic fantasy novels to blockbuster films, dragons have become a staple in storytelling. They serve as powerful metaphors for the challenges and triumphs we face in our own lives. In J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, the dragon Smaug is not just a formidable adversary, but also a symbol of greed and the destructive nature of unchecked ambition. Similarly, in George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series, dragons are a testament to the enduring legacy of ancient power and the cyclical nature of history. Beyond literature and film, dragons have also found a place in the digital realms of video games and virtual worlds. In these interactive spaces, players often encounter dragons as both allies and adversaries, engaging in battles that test their strategic thinking and courage. These virtual dragons offer a unique opportunity for individuals to explore themes of heroism, adventure, and self-discovery in a safe and imaginative environment. The enduring appeal of dragons is also evident in the way they inspire creativity across various artistic disciplines. Artists and designers draw upon the rich symbolism of dragons to create stunning visual works that capture the imagination. From intricate tattoos to elaborate sculptures, dragons continue to be a source of artistic inspiration that transcends cultural boundaries. Their fluid forms and dynamic energy challenge artists to push the limits of their creativity, resulting in breathtaking works that celebrate the beauty and power of these mythical creatures. In addition to their role in art and entertainment, dragons hold a significant place in cultural traditions and rituals around the world. In many Asian cultures, dragons are revered as benevolent beings associated with prosperity, strength, and good fortune. The dragon dance, a vibrant and energetic performance often seen during Lunar New Year celebrations, is a testament to the enduring cultural significance of dragons. This lively dance, with its colorful costumes and synchronized movements, is a joyful expression of community and tradition, bringing people together in celebration of new beginnings and shared heritage. The symbolic relevance of dragons extends beyond cultural celebrations, influencing the way we perceive and interact with the natural world. In an age where environmental concerns are at the forefront of global consciousness, dragons serve as potent reminders of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. They embody the primal forces of the earth, urging us to respect and protect the planet we call home. Through their mythic presence, dragons encourage us to reflect on our role as stewards of the environment, inspiring a sense of responsibility and reverence for the natural world. As we journey through the realm of dragon myths, we uncover not only tales of adventure and wonder, but also profound insights into the human experience. Dragons challenge us to confront our fears, embrace our dreams, and explore the depths of our imagination. They remind us that within each of us lies the potential for greatness, the courage to face adversity, and the wisdom to seek harmony in a complex world. In the gentle embrace of night, as the world around us drifts into slumber, let us pause to reflect on the legacy of dragons. These mythical creatures, with their timeless allure, continue to inspire and enchant, guiding us on a journey through the realms of fantasy and reality. As we close our eyes and surrender to the quiet of the night, may the tales of dragons fill our dreams with wonder, igniting the spark of imagination that resides within us all. As the gentle night embraces the world, we find ourselves at the end of our journey through the enchanting realm of dragon myths. These majestic creatures have soared through the skies of our imaginations, leaving trails of wonder and intrigue that span across cultures and centuries. From the verdant valleys of Europe to the sun-drenched landscapes of Africa, dragons have been both feared and revered, their stories woven into the very fabric of human history. In the heart of Europe, dragons were often seen as fearsome guardians of treasures, their scales glinting like jewels in the flickering torchlight of medieval tales. The tales of St. George and the dragon, though not to be repeated here, echo the universal theme of courage and the triumph of good over evil. Moving eastward, the dragons of Slavic mythology were known as Zemi or Zimi, often depicted as multi-headed serpents that embodied chaos and danger, yet also wisdom and strength. In the rich tapestry of Asian lore, dragons are revered as symbols of power and good fortune. Japanese dragons, or Ryu, are often associated with water and rainfall, their sinuous forms believed to bring life-giving rains to the fields below. They are creatures of balance, reflecting the harmony of nature and humanity. The Vietnamese dragon, or Rong, is similarly venerated, believed to be the progenitor of their people, a symbol of prosperity and protection. Across the vast expanse of Africa, dragons take on unique forms, often blending with the continent's diverse wildlife. In some African traditions, the dragon-like creature known as the Grootslang is said to dwell within the depths of a cavernous wonder, its serpentine body guarding the treasures of the earth. These myths speak to the awe and respect for the natural world, where dragons are both a part of and apart from the everyday. As we journeyed through the Americas, we encountered the Quetzalcoatl, a feathered serpent that embodied the duality of nature, creation and destruction, life and death. This dragon-like deity was a bringer of knowledge and a symbol of rebirth, a testament to the profound impact of dragon myths on the cultural and spiritual lives of ancient civilizations. The timeless allure of dragons lies not only in their formidable presence, but also in their ability to transcend boundaries, connecting the known with the unknown, the real with the imagined. They are creatures of paradox, embodying both the beauty and terror of the natural world. Dragons invite us to explore the depths of our own imaginations, to question and to dream. As we bid farewell to the world of dragon myths, let us carry with us the sense of wonder they inspire. These stories, passed down through generations, remind us of the rich tapestry of human creativity and the enduring power of myth. They whisper to us in the quiet of the night, urging us to look beyond the stars and into the realms of possibility. As you close your eyes and drift into the gentle embrace of slumber, may the dragons of old watch over you, their wings a canopy of dreams. Let their stories linger in your heart, a soothing melody that guides you into the realm of sleep. In the quiet moments before dawn, when the world is still and the air is filled with the promise of a new day, remember the dragons and the magic they bring. May your dreams be filled with the gentle rustle of dragon wings and the soft glow of their mythical fire. As you journey through the landscapes of your own imagination, may you find peace and tranquility, knowing that the dragons of myth will always be there to guide you, their timeless presence a beacon of wonder in the night. And with these glimpses into the past, we close tonight's reading. May these stories bring you peace and rest as you drift into sleep.